Hello and welcome back to the Wild. My name is Beast. Today we're back to Parquet. Today we'll hopefully finish this game. Also, I slightly altered how I'm going to handle the whole Harem Kingdom situation. If the release date isn't announced by next week, I'm going to start playing Ninki Seiyu instead. Basically, it's going to be a case of if the game has an if the game has its release date announced and it's after the 20th, I'm gonna play Ninki Seiyu. If it has its game its release date announced and it's before the 20th, I'm gonna play Harem Kingdom. However, if it doesn't have its release date announced by the end of Sunday or Monday morning, I'll be playing Ninki Seiyu on Monday. That's how I'm going to handle the situation. Also, I'm probably not going to record tomorrow or on Friday. Just to balance things out a bit. Just a little heads up. I may just, get a fucking emulator going and play Super Metroid or something, because I don't know, I don't have the money for fucking Metroid Dread, so I need to do something. I've been actually trying to get, because I talked about how I actually have cash on my AdSense account. However, I can't access it because I didn't have it connected to my bank account. Basically, I wanted to connect it to my bank account last night, where I found out that because I have online banking, basically how it works for the bank that I have is that they give you an app. When you log into the online banking somewhere, it'll send a code to that app for you, and you need to enter that, and then you can access your online banking. However, I can't do that because I have a new phone, so I need to have that set up again to make use of that. So I thought, okay, fuck, nothing I can do, because the way Google AdSense takes care of that is basically they send you various in the 1-digit cent region, send you some money with a message that has the PIN. Then you enter that for the Google AdSense, and then it's connected. However, this morning I got a letter from the bank, which I thought, okay, I don't know what that's about. Turns out it was actually they just randomly decided, let's just send him this bank statement of what's going on in his account, and it had the fucking PIN. So I was like, oh god, oh, that's fucking awesome. I can actually set this up now. So I went to Google AdSense, went to the menu where you have to enter the PIN. Doesn't work. We apologies, but we currently cannot we cannot take care of your of this right now. We've already gotten our developers to work on this to fix it. So I still don't have access to it. So that's mildly upsetting. Anyways, Aya saying see you later.
二人ともお疲れ様。お疲れ様でした。
Good night. After work, we walk back together. The chilling touch of winter is still strong. It's more than a week since the year started, and the festive mood is pretty much over. The typical bustle of the town has taken over. I'm being quite amazed at how many people there are walking around this late as I glance at Ibaraki's profile. Don't know how to broach this topic, though. After a while, the number of people on the streets dwindles. It's time for most businesses to close up for the night.
それで申し送りのことだっけ
Ibaraki is the one who speaks first, perhaps noticing my gaze. I'm curious about what she told you.
全部聞いた。恐怖に負けたってこと。私の体を奪うことになっても死にたくなかったってこと。全部翼さんが教えてくれた。
Oh. Tone is pretty much flat. Can't see any difference in her demeanor. Sorry.
なんで伊吹くんが謝るの？
I know it's not something you can just forgive, but try not to blame her too much if you can.
でもやっぱり伊吹くんが謝るのは変でしょ。
I still feel like I should say something. Tell me if there's anything I can do. Just please don't.
ストップ。私は別に責めるつもりはない。
You're not?
そんな不機嫌そうに見えた？
Not at all, no.
でしょ？だって知ってたし。
Wait, what? You did?
ごめん、伊吹くん。私、嘘をついてた。私がお金のために受けた実験のこと。何も知らないって言ったのは嘘。
Then you...
翼さんが語ってくれたこと。本当は全部知ってた。BMI の実験で他人の意識を移植することも。その結果、自分の体が奪われるかもしれないことも。私は、分かった上で受け入れた。
Well, that just makes the whole, like, conflict kind of fucking moot. Confession fries my brain. She knew? Accepted despite that?
今まで知らないふりをしてたのは、翼さんが覚えてないみたいだったから。自分の命惜しさに、私の体を奪おうとした。言ったところで、どうにかなる問題でもないし。
Wait, I mean, I understand that, but why? Why did you agree to something like that?
前にも言わなかった？お金のため。
I know that, but, what good is money if you did? The ends don't exactly justify the means there.
どうでもよくなったから。っていうのも、前に言った気がするな。
It was a ham-fisted attempt at suicide without actively trying to commit suicide.
そんな毎日だと、視野が狭まるっていうか、すべてがどうでもよくなるっていうか、最終的には、自分は何のために生きてるんだろう。生きてる意味があるの？なんてことまで考えて。それならそれでいい。というか、その方がいいと思ってた。
Why?
私がいなくても、世の中は回るから。私がいなくても、誰も困らないし。世界はいつも通り、何も変わらない。でも翼さんは違う。BMI の研究をしてて、結果も残してて。私よりも生きる意味がある人だった。それに翼さんは、生きたいって、強く願ってた。
Wanted her to live more than you wanted to live yourself?
そういうこと。
She simply nods in agreement.
だから別に、翼さんが謝る必要なんてないのに。私はもともと、そういうつもりだったんだから。
I mean, yeah, but still. Baraki. No, she's not talking to me at this point. Her words are directed at herself. She's assuring herself. I couldn't even say it to her. Back then, I heard the regret in her voice. There were people who wanted her, and I was awestruck. There were people who cared about her, and I was envious. I had none of that. No family, no friends. If I died, not a single person would care. In fact, no one would even notice. I wanted someone to acknowledge me, to notice me. Someone, anyone. But my world won't keep turning if you're not in it. Could have made any Christmas memories if you weren't in my life. I wouldn't have had soba or gone to the shrine. I would have been you've always been in my world. I'd be lost without you. You're talking about the past. I doubt you feel the same way now.
なんでそう思ったの？
Because of the time we spent together. Remember everything we've experienced since the moment we met. She smiled. She got mad at me sometimes. She said she was happy. You've never seemed miserable to me. She looks up at the night sky. I want to know how you feel about life now.
私よりも翼さんの方が価値があると思ってるのは今も同じ。でも自分には価値がないからどうでもいいっていうところは。
Maybe she's reflecting on the past. Maybe she's just trying to hide her expression. Maybe it's something entirely different. Can't tell.
最初は多分翼さんと申し送りを始めたことだった。必要最低限なことから始まって一緒に過ごす時間とともに報告することが増えて、なんとなく翼さんに報告できることを探すようになって、周囲に目を向けて、私が世界に影響を与えないとか、そんなのどうでもよくなってた。気づいたら楽しいって思えるようになってた。クリスマスも正月も楽しかったし、花見だって期待してる。
Honest to God, the whole like personality graphing situation was probably like the best thing that could have happened to it, you know. Right.
そんな風に思えるようになったのは翼さんのおかげ。翼さんが一緒だったから。だから私は一緒にいたい、翼さんと。でもそれを言ってもどうにもならないし、翼さんを追い詰める。
Kido is convinced that she's inconveniencing and impeding her life. As long as her feelings on the matter stay the same, she'll continue to blame herself. Even if Ibaraki knew the risks and accepted them, she'll keep associating the experience with anxiety and guilt.
そもそも私が適当な気持ちで実験を受けたからこんなことになった。不用意なことして苦しめるようなことはしたくない。でもこれからも二人でいたい。だからどうすればいいのかもうわからないや。
Finally realized why Ibaraki seemed so nonplussed this evening. Because no matter how much you react to her brain, no answer came. The harder she thought, the more painful it became. The more she became crushed under the weight of the stress. She tried to act unaffected. What'll happen if Tsubasa gets her memories back? She'd been thinking about that all this time. Just like Kido
どう
was.
すればいいんだろう。
She stands still and mutters. The question is more aimed at the night sky. She's staring up at instead of anyone in particular. You could say she's raising the question to God. However, he won't answer her, so... Personal space, buddy! What the fuck? give her some space, man! I'm trying to be sure it's nice stuff, but you look like fucking... Lean on someone. Like, that's not something you gotta do. You could always lean on someone. For example, a friend. Said I will answer her. I don't want Kido to go away either. Or you, for that matter. Stand in front of her and just speak the words welling in my heart. Not because I was commanded to, but because I genuinely want to stay with them as well. I want to help them from the bottom of my heart. Because you're the first friend I ever made. And friends help each other. Right. Can't believe how dumb I was. Christmas was so much fun. I wasn't even alone for my yearly shrine visit. Finally have someone who will call me their friend. And they're right in front of me. She lowers her gaze to meet mine. She wouldn't lower her gaze to meet yours right now, though. She'd raise it. What? Oh, because she was staring up at... Right, I'm retarded. That's on me. I'm stupid. After what I pulled out last part, too. Wanna have more fun together? That her round, beautiful eyes are fixated on me. She looks away from me again in silence. She hangs her head, pressing her forehead against my chest.
私だって、そう思ってる。さっきの訂正する。3人でいたい。これからも。だから。ごめん。頼らせて。お願い。助けて。
Okay. I agree. It'd be much better to watch the flowers blooming together, all three of us. Gently stroke her hair.
ありがとう。
She doesn't seem prone to raising her head. So we stay in this position until she calms down.
Parquet! おはよう。フローチャートだよ。
Out of place. As the following morning, Kido comes down the stairs looking much calmer than she had yesterday. Telling Ibaraki the truth must have lifted a huge weight off her shoulders.
お、いぶきくん？
It's nothing. Good morning.
今日もいい天気だね。寒いけど。
Yeah. She stands in front of me. What? She stands in front of me trying to make small talk. But then she stares straight at me and cuts to the chase.
言えたよ。ちゃんと伝えることができた。
I know. She told me.
そっか。リノくん、何か言ってた？いや、やっぱり何も言わないで。
There's something I'd like to ask you.
なんだろう。
About your plans to disappear.
うん。
What does that mean exactly? I know it's Ibaraki's body. Man, she can't literally die in it.
木戸翼という意識を消す。と言っても、すでに移植した記憶が完全に消せるわけじゃないからね。僕という意識を崩す。そんな BMI のプログラムを組んだ。平気だよ。すでに必要な記憶も取り戻してある。
Did you complete it already, or will it take more time?
そうだね。1週間程度はかかるかな。アインザッツでのバイトもあるしね。
What?
シフトはもう伝えてるんだ。いきなり休んだらマスターに迷惑をかけるだろ。やり残しのないようにしておきたい。立つ鳥後を濁さず。ってね。ごめん。なんだか朝からしんみりさせたかな。
More about that?
ありがとう。さてと、そろそろ行こうか。いらっしゃいませ。こちらの席へどうぞ。
I'll watch her work for a while. She's her usual cheery self. Actually, might be even more joyful than usual. Is it because she finally told Ibaraki the truth? Or she's just trying to enjoy the time she has left? Perhaps it's neither of those two. No doubt she's experiencing a tempest of her feelings right now. I can't even begin to imagine what that feels like. I hope she doesn't let it show on her face. That's how strong her determination is. Ibaraki was probably right. She tries to persuade her, it would only make her feel worse.
こんにちは、いぶきくん。
体の方はもう平気か？顔のあざは残ってるようだが。
Thanks, I'm feeling good enough. You can talk if you need to.
ならちょっと付き合ってくれるか？で、そもそも伊吹くんが狙われた理由についてだが。
I witnessed her brutalizing those two men in the alleyway. Other than that, I don't know what I did to her. I gave them a purposefully vague answer. To be honest, I couldn't come up with anything better. I hope it's convincing enough answer.
そっか。うん、わかった。
By the way, did she say anything?
特には何も。伊吹君が言った通り、見られたからと考えるのが妥当だろう。
She really hasn't said anything.
そういうわけじゃない。
They tell me that Hashime didn't display any defiance during questioning. Because she saw no sense in it or because she didn't care. Apparently she answered all questions truthfully. In order to hack her BMI, you need to make adjustments to the target device first. Probably in order to pair up the two devices you want to connect to the HIA line. What allowed Hashime to do such a thing was her occupation. It's a little relieving to know that no one can pull those antics without putting a serious target on their backs now. She also explained to the police why she did what she did.
私の親は家の中と外では別人だった。家の中ではいつも怖い顔で怒っているのに、一歩外に出たらニコニコ笑って。子供の頃は大人はみんなそうなんだろうって思ってた。でも、いつの頃からか、それは勘違いなのかもしれないと思うようになった。私はそれを認められなかった。私の家が特別なわけじゃない。誰だって必死に我慢してるに違いないって。
That the fucking shock to the brain from the punches caused her to get, like, fixed or something? Because that's gotta be some, like, blunt head trauma that caused that big of a fucking shift in stance.
だから、幸せそうな人を見ると、この人は裏にどんな苦労を隠してるんだろうって気になった。その苦労を分かち合えたらいいなって。あのサイトもそう。みんなで苦労を分かち合えればいいなって思った。きっと、自分の家が特別不幸だったなんて思いたくなくて。だから、私は。
Whether she was being honest or just trying to elicit sympathy, I don't know. She only seemed able to communicate in twisted terms. Perhaps her story is true. Whatever the case, though, I can't sympathize with her. It doesn't seem like Ibaraki or Kido came up in any of her confessions either. I think my soul expansion did its job. I know it's a little late to ask, but is it really okay for me to know all that?
動機に関してはマスコミにも同じことを言ってる。
覗き見ができるということは、ここだけの話にしておいてくれ。下手に噂が立てば、模倣しようとする奴は絶対にいるだろうからな。
Alright. We'll have no.
正直に言うと、よくわからない。
余罪があるんだ。今までの BMI 犯罪にも関わってる可能性が出てきた。どこまで罪が重くなるかは、それ次第だな。
あ、そうだ。余罪といえば、キャバクラの一件は覚えてるよね。ドリームダイブの。
Yeah, I remember. They used BMI to alter the visual feedback of their clients so that the girls they were paying for appeared like models and celebrities. It wasn't that long ago, in fact. I was even the talk of downtown for a good while. I remember.
あの一件にも、橋姫ひなぎくんが関係してたらしいんだよ。
店の経営じゃなく、例のシステムの方でな。
Really? I'm actually just feigning surprise. The system she'd had in place led us to a fragment of Kido's memories. A memory. I wouldn't even forget such a thing. I wouldn't ever forget such a thing. However, answering that I already knew would appear suspicious.
他人の BMI を覗き見たり、他人の容姿を置き換えてみたり。結局、愉快犯なんでしょうかね。
本人は酔っ払いが嫌いだった。なんてことも言ってたらしい。正直、どこまでが本当なのかはわからん。面白半分で試しにやってみたってやつも世の中にはいるからな。橋姫ひなぎかが当てはまるのかどうかは俺にはわからないが。
She may very well be that kind of criminal. what you said that back then was true, that is.
何？どうかした？
橋姫ひなぎくのことで何か思い出したことでもあったか？
Oh, no, not really. I was just remembering the whole hostess club thing. Can't say I'm surprised to hear this.
そう。でもそうだよね。そんな声も漏れるよね。私たちも意外だったし。
そうだな。他にもいろいろつながりそうとなれば余計にな。いや、すまんな。時間をもらって。
ありがとう、話を聞かせてくれて。助かったよ。
No, thank you. I appreciate you trusting me enough to tell me these things.
私たちはこれで。何かあったらまた連絡をして。相談に乗れることなら乗るから。
それじゃ、またな。
See you later, and thanks again. I waved the two of them goodbye. After I leave through the door, I hurriedly get out of my seat.
お？何？新しい注文？
No, it's just something I need to take care of.
要件？
I'll get in touch later, don't worry. I say, looking straight into her eyes.
そう。わかった。
I doubt she thinks I'm lying. Despite her obvious reservations, she nods. See you later. Leave the store and head straight to my destination. My theory is correct, but there's one issue. Will I make it in time? So he was thinking about it. I need to go and find out.
どうしたんだろう。
I feel like Ibuki is acting strange. No, scratch that. He's definitely acting strange. However, I think I know what.
読み返すの？
However, I think I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to help me.
気にしないでいいのに。
It's all my responsibility. I'm just cleaning up my own mess.
いや、自分のせいなんて。悲劇のヒロインぶってるだけ。不幸に浸ろうとしてるだけ。この後に及んで逃げようとするなんて。
Created a program, finishing all my shifts here. They're all excuses.
本当に最低だな、僕は。
With each passing moment, I grow more certain of it.
こんな姿を見せたらきっと助けようとしてくれる。伊吹くんもリノくんも優しいから。
Imagine them consoling me, but shake the image out of my head.
二人に甘えちゃいけない。二人を逃げ場にしちゃいけない。
I need to go through with it. I won't run away anymore.
フローチャートだよ。
In the meantime, I keep working. I can't trouble them anymore. That's the only thing keeping me strong.
僕がこの世界から消える。それが正しい形だから。
Like the second, the fucking program is finished, she's like shows up. I got a body for you. I say to myself, trying to drill it into my mind. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up clinging to them. I need to make the program to erase myself. Doing so will be very hard. Dragging things out is akin to torture, I realize.
一人でよかった。
If you tried to come for me right now, I know I'd break down. Though I'd be glad to be alone, I'd be extremely lonely.
バックログ画面。
I'm glad to be alone. Not I'd be glad. I wanted to be together with Irina more. I wanted to spend more time with Ibuki.
そっか。この幸せを僕は自分の手で捨てなきゃいけないんだ。
Of course, I don't regret having experienced it. The days I spent in Irina's body, the days I spent with Ibuki, I loved every moment of it. Even though they're memories I was never meant to have. Grateful to have experienced this happiness, even if only briefly. I was, but it wasn't what I expected.
今もこんな風に存在してることにはきっと意味がある。僕にしかできないことがあると思う。
Still, that's only wishful thinking. There was never any real meaning in this. So I should go. That's the right thing for me to do. I fully believe that. But somehow thoughts of the future keep assailing my mind.
Parquet.
Go back to the place where I was bound and beaten. The place where Hashima said she had her workshop. Maybe there are some clues here. Or they might have been taken by the police as evidence. Perhaps searching this room is pointless, but I realize one thing.
キャバクラの一件は覚えてるよね。ドリームダイブの。あの一件にも橋姫ひなぎくんが関係してたらしいんだよ。
店の経営じゃなく、例のシステムの方でな。
Fun fact, part 4 is called, part 4 was called, The Power of Connections. Originally I was gonna call it The Power of a Hand, because like, at first there's the whole like, grabbing her hand, grabbing, Kido's hand thing. But also, you know, punch. But I decided to go power connections, because that's also a pun in this case, and I hate myself for both cases. Anyways. Given its relation to Kido's memories, there can be no doubt of Hashihime's involvement, but her arm has nothing to do with people having their visual information tampered. That's not her area of expertise. Also, one more thing, like when I spoke with Ibaraki to find an answer.
私には技術的なことはわからない。専門的なことなんて聞いてもわからないから、興味もなくて。ごめん。私にわかることは、2つの実験を受けたってこと。1つは、木戸翼の移植。もう1つは、容量の増強。
It's difficult to fit two whole personalities inside of one brain. So it makes sense that they had to perform procedures to increase the capacity of hers. But Kido's original research wasn't for the purpose of grafting herself onto another person. She wouldn't have needed to research how to increase the capacity of the human brain, which means a different research was used for this second experiment. Not to mention there was no precedent of it before that. No matter how involved Kido was, her health couldn't have been good enough to see all this through. However, it's hard to believe that Hashime could have laid the groundwork and done all the research herself either. She was just someone with a BMI prosthesis. In her own words, Kido was the one who taught her everything. She had no reason to lie in her position, so it would only stand to reason that she had a collaborator. However, the police mentioned nothing about catching an accomplice. If one exists, they're still at large, which means there's some kind of clue left here. Hashime's arrest was an unforeseen blunder, so there could very well be some evidence pointing to her collaborator still left here, assuming she had one, of course. This might help me figure out how to solve Kido's condition. It may be just wishful thinking, but I can't leave any stone unturned. I'll inform Ibaraki that I'll be focusing on this.
ねえ、リナちゃん。伊吹くんの様子はどうなの？
ちょっとぶり返したみたいで。大したことはないですけど、念のために。それに、伊吹くんの仕事は力仕事も多いですから。
そっか、わかった。お大事にって言っておいて。
はい。
I'm forced to lie. It hurts, but I can't explain the situation to her. I need to take this pain and accept it. Ibuki's doing this because of me too. He's working hard for me. I'm the one who brought it up. I brought it all up, yet I can't help. I can only watch and pray. It hurts being so useless.
でも、撤回することもできない。
What do you mean you can't take it back? Nothing, Aya! Been alone for so long, living day after day on the force of apathy alone. So I wasn't afraid of dying. It'd be a relief, in fact. That's why I agreed to participate in that experiment. But the unthinkable happened. I gained something. Something I don't want to lose now. Can't talk directly. That experiment allowed me to meet Tsubasa. Living with her reminded me of what really matters. Every day was fun, and I made daily reports to her. I'd complain, she'd teach me. She'd be getting mad I'd be getting mad at her over eating. At some point, she started to feel like family.
どっちが姉なのかはよくわからないけど、でもやっぱり私が妹なのかもね。
He's always one helping me, giving me advice. I don't want to say goodbye to her yet. I don't want to say goodbye to her, not yet. I was lucky to meet someone I could call family, and I don't want to let go of that. Just know that I've probably used a lifetime's worth of luck. I don't want it to go to waste.
だから私は諦められない。
If I do, I know I'll regret it forever. I'll lose something irreplaceable. And I know the pain that causes, well, full
話したく
well.
ない。
I apologize to Ibuki later. I shouldn't have put so much responsibility on his shoulders. After all, Tsubasa isn't the only one I don't want to lose. Apologize as many times as I need
こ
as
れ
need
から
be.
も一緒がいいから。
I don't want to let go of anyone. Talking is can't do that hard.
パルケ。
Or not. It's gotten late.
フローチャートだよ。
Ambush? Oh no! Wait, wasn't that different one also called ambush? Or am I just fucking stupid? I'm fucking stupid apparently. My search continues without bearing much fruit. I rub at my bleary eyes and look up at the ceiling. Was Hashima working so after all? Did everything get taken by the police? No. Shake the incoming fears out of my head. I'm not about to give up now. I need to remind myself of what's at stake here. Rather than worrying, I need to keep the search. But at that moment, I hear the patter of approaching footsteps. They're faint, but definitely coming this way. Turn off the lights and crouch in a corner and wait. It's hard to see in the dark, but it looks like a man coming into the room. He slowly creeps into the room. I doubt he's law enforcement. This is the point when I begin to think that my hunch was right. I hold my breath and focus my attention on the mystery person. The black figure goes to the back of the room and crouches down. Then he thrusts something like a stick into a hole. Seems like that spot was used as a secret hiding place. He used the stick as leverage to uncover a hole and takes the memory cube from it. Must be part of their research. I imagine it's important enough for him to want to come and collect.
くそ、あの女、いきなり警察になんか捕まりやがって。くそ、くそ。
Stealthily skulk my way behind the grumbling man. He looks back, finally noticing me. Before he can do that, I push him down and pin him to the ground.
なんだ、やめろ。警察なのか。
I'm
警
not.
察じゃないなら何なんだよ。
I need to ask you.
ああ、知るか。話せよ。
I can't do that. You worked with Hashime Hinakiku, didn't you?
なんだよ、お前。
I restrain the man and get away from him. Then I turn on the lights and stand facing him again. He has a messy graying hair and a slight stubble. He's wearing a white coat and has a slender build, pretty much a picturesque researcher. The man simply slumps down, his back against the wall. Perhaps he just gave up. You know when I was working with her, aren't you? Hashime wasn't the one who was experimenting with the visual feedback tampering in that hostess club. It was you, wasn't it? The question elicits a clear reaction out of the man. He glares up at me from
一
below.
体何なんだよ、お前。
I can ask you the very same question. How are you related to Hashihime? Why did you work with her? Were you tired of lies like her? Did you want to see people's true colors? Well, I doubt that.
当たり前だろ。あんなイカれた女と一緒にするな。
And why did you work with her?
それは。ん？
Suddenly something else becomes suffused in his glare. Shaded
お
down.
前、どこかで会ったことがない
That's the
か。
fucking dude he threw out of the goddamn Ibuki Corporation. I don't know him. Certainly have no idea what he's saying. But he doesn't
いや、
remember.
絶対にどこかで会った。間違いない。俺は誰かと会うことなんてめったにない。テレビなんかの類も見ない。なのに見覚えがある。最近じゃない。昔にどこかで。学生時代。いや、働き出してからだが。
He's not talking to me. He's probably the type who talks to himself to organize their thoughts. Keeps whispering to himself, seemingly closing in on a memory. And then,
あ
an almost silent gasp leaves his
お
mouth.
前、まさか、IV203?
Dad? What?
間違いない !IV203 だくそーマジかまさか本当に目覚めたってのか
Wait a minute. Are you one of the researchers who worked on that whole genius project?
マジかよマジで目覚めやがったいつだいつ目覚めたどうやって何があった
I'm at a loss for words, but the man seems beyond elated at this revelation. Actually, wait a second. Didn't all the researchers go missing? One was confirmed dead.
よく知ってるな。だが行方不明じゃない。さっき言いかけたことだが、殺されたんだ。あの女に。
Hashime? But why would she do that?
秘密を漏らさせないためだ。俺たちの研究は優秀な記憶を集めて天才を作り出すこと。だが失敗続きで行き詰まっていた。移植技術ではなく、器に問題があるんじゃないか、なんて考えもしてな。性別、年齢、いろんな人間で試してみた。それでも失敗続きだった。そんな時に、あの女が現れた。
人格の移植に協力してもらえないかな。
あの女は移植に関する研究データを持っていた。なぜそんなものを持っていたのかまでは知らないが、俺たちはその研究データに興味を抱いた。こっちにも役立つかもしれないからな。そして協力し、移植実験は成功した。そうさ、人格の移植という大業を俺たちは世界で初めて成し遂げたんだ。おかげでこっちの研究も進展した。お前が目覚めたのも、あの移植実験があったからだぜ、IV203。
To be honest, I feel a certain aversion every time he calls me that. But I don't want to interrupt his long-winded speech, and I don't want this man calling me by my real name either.
問題はこの先だ。しばらくして俺たちは、この結果を公表しようとした。この実験結果があれば、金を手に入れられるのは間違いなかったからな。倫理的にどうであろうと、権力者が好きそうな研究だ。だが、あの女は言った。
公表？バカを言わないでよ。
Hold on.
そんなつまらないことのために彼女を移植したわけじゃない。
フローチャートだよ。
I already checked. I'm a fucking idiot.
これから彼女が見せてくれる顔に比べたら、お金なんてさまつなことさ。
全く意味がわからなかった。イカれてるとしか思わなかった。
読み返すの？
She said I could care less, meaning she cares about money, but so she could actually care less. It couldn't. By God!
俺だけじゃない。全員がそう考えていた。そしたらあいつは自分の邪魔になるからって。
So she killed him.
だからあの女はイカれてるんだよ。
Are you alive?
俺は賛同してみせた。笑顔なんて嘘だ。嘘は嫌いだ。誰もが本当の顔を隠してる。ってな。とはいえ、自由ってわけでもない。秘密を知る人間を放置はできないって監視下に置かれたのさ。俺が一人で継続できるものでもない。研究は破棄するしかなかった。だが、捨てるのももったいない。だから売ったのさ。似たような研究をしてる連中に。そこからはあの女の言いなりだ。義手の研究やら、悪趣味な覗きの手伝いやら。あいつが持ってた研究データを好きに利用できるのは面白かったけどな。ああ、質問に答えてなかったな。そうだよ。視覚情報の置き換えは俺が作ったものだ。あいつの研究データを元にしてな。大量のデータが手に入る。その上、向こうが金を払ってくれるんだ。一石二鳥だったよ。しかし、本当に目覚めるとは、もったいないことをしたな、畜生。だが、あのまま放置してても目覚めたとは思えない。
おい、IV203。お前はどうやって目覚めた？知ってることを教えてくれよ。
Let's make a deal. He's telling me about that personality grafting experiment. And I'll tell you what you want.
知らないな。相手の名前も年齢もあの女が隠してた。監視下に置かれた後も人格の移植の研究を続ける必要はないと禁忌扱いだ。答えられることは何もない。
So she did have a collaborator, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like he has the information I need. Still, I never expected I'd meet one of the people that created me. I have even more questions, but there's something I need to prioritize over that. Making Ibaraki's wish come true, and fixing Kido's predicament. And to that
それよりもお前のことだ、IV203。なあ、教えてくれよ。いつ目覚めたんだ？何か目覚めるきっかけや変化があったはずだ。早く教えろよ。
Shut up, I'm thinking right
お
now.
前が代わりに答えろって言ったんだろうが、IV203。
So calling me that, I'm slow down my words.
俺はなんだよ。
IV020.
そうだよ、それがどうした？
I was assigned a number, which means that there were more, and they were distinguished by numbers. I was born from an experiment. My body was also created and grown from experiments.
ああ、そうさ。意識が芽生える前の肉体が必要だったからな。
Okay, so they actually just grew a body. Okay.
培養器と投薬によって設定した年齢にまで成長を促した。
Only one, there'd be no need for numbers, which means, were there any experimental bodies created other than mine?
何言ってるんだ。当たり前だ。一例だけで済ませられるか。さっきも言っただろう。性別年齢問わずいろんな人間で試したと。ああ、そうだ、思い出した。HC101 ってのが。
Oh, okay. Before he could finish, I grabbed the man by the lapel of his shirt and raised him.
おい、なんだよ。
Tell me.
何よだよ。
Everything! The results of research, who you sold it to. I want to know it all.
Parquet!
I wake up on the bed like always. The body feels just fine. I must have gotten enough sleep. It's January, so it's fairly chilly, but that doesn't seem to have affected my health. The weather's nice, and this will be the last time I see it. It's been 1 week. I've completed the program. I'm still determined to go through with it. I'm fine. Alright, let's do this. First thing I do on my last day is check the message she left me.
おはよう、翼さん。今日は特に報告すべきことはない。平穏無事な一日だったよ。今日はちょっと話に付き合ってもらえるかな。今までずっと避けてきたけど、私も翼さんに伝えなきゃいけないことがある。私、本当は知ってた。実験の結果次第で私の意識は消えてしまうかもしれないってこと。知った上で私は実験を受けた。体を奪われてもいいやって思ってたから。だから、翼さんが謝る必要はない。謝るのは私の方。今まで黙ってて。本当にごめん。ごめんなさい。原因って言うなら、気軽に引き受けた私に問題がある。私はね、翼さんになら、この体をあげてもいい。そう思ってた。ごめん。今、わざとひどいこと言った。嘘じゃないけど、それは昔の気持ちなの。私はもう、体をあげてもいいとは思ってない。だって、そんなことしたら、私は翼さんに会えなくなる。私は、翼さんに会いたい。翼さんのおかげで、私の世界は変わった。私は、今、翼さんに会いたい。お礼を直接言いたい。 幸せだって直接伝えたい。だから私は翼さんに会いたい。私にとって翼さんは大切な家族だから。
And that's where the message ends. I never thought she'd say such a thing. How would she ever say she wants to see me? Me? Family? It hurts. I feel like a stake is being thrust through my heart. Though I was prepared. I thought I was prepared. Thought I was ready to go through with it. But the tears don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. And push came to shove and all these emotions are making me burst at the seams.
フローチャート画面。
A new road. Apparently.
そっか。僕にも家族や友達がいるのか。
Suddenly Ibuki just kicks in the door, just chucks a body onto the bed. Get in there! What the where'd you get a body? Is she dead? No, don't worry. You can't really be alive without a personality. Don't worry, I didn't kill somebody. I received more than I ever could have asked for. Never did I think this happiness would be given to me.
今度は逃げなくても済みそうだ。
Wipe my tears and raise my face. Then I open the room's door and walk out. Pour myself some hot tea. Drinking it reinvigorates my whole body. I've been feeling especially cold lately. Is it the lack of sleep? Or maybe the stress? Either way, my mind feels dull and heavy. I happen to check the news on my phone and see something. Headline that reads, Accomplice Arrested. It's an article reporting that the researcher who worked with Hashihime has been arrested. It didn't even take the whole night for the man to tell me everything I needed to know. When I was done with him, I was unsure what to do next. Soon after, the police showed up. Apparently their investigation has also led them to believe that Hashihime couldn't possibly be working alone. Decided to leave him tied there and let the police take care of it. I'm glad I realized first. Like with Hashihime, I used my soul expansion and kept him from talking about me and his old research. I shouldn't have to worry about that. The only concern I have is it's up to Kido now. Should be about time for her to wake up. She watched Ibaraki's message. Look up at the second floor, the expectation outweighing my growing fatigue. And then the door opens.
おはよう、いぶきくん。
She greets me with a bright smile on her face. Her tone sounds a bit cheerier than usual, unless I'm imagining things. Morning!
なんだか顔色が良くないようにも見えるけど、平気？ちゃんと寝てる？
No, really? I'm busy. I'm fine though. I finished what I was doing.
そうだね。
I finally prepared everything.
準備って何？俺何か約束してたっけ？
There's something I need to show you. Come with me.
ちょっと、いぶきくん。
Grab her arm and drag her around with me.
そんなに急いで一体どこに？
I keep walking to the station without giving her an answer.
待ってってば！
Obviously bewildered, she tears herself from my grip.
一体どこに行くつもりなのか、ちゃんと説明してくれないと困る。知ってるだろ？僕には重要な予定があるんだから。
I want you to cancel those plans? Permanently, as a matter of fact.
どうして？リノ君もイブキ君もそんなこと言っただろ？今の状況がこのまま続く保証はどこにもない。
Yeah, I remember.
だったらそんなことどうして？
She snaps back at me, but I know that she's trying to convince herself as much as me. Keep my tone calm and leveled. I found a way. A way to solve things.
ないよ、そんなの。
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. But it does. It does involve you existing within Ibaraki's body. There's another way, and it's very simple. All we have to do is get you a new body.
そんなの何の解決にもなってない。リノ君の代わりに別の誰かを犠牲にするってことじゃないか。
No, just listen. You can get you a body with no consciousness. No one has to be sacrificed. The glare seems almost strong enough to punch holes into my face.
そんな体があるわけ。
Is there not gonna be the
そんな体があるわけ。
But her anger dissipates as fast as it gathered. Her eyes bulge out as the meaning of my words dawn on her. My body was created through experimentation, remember? My body, a body with no original consciousness, so memories can be grafted onto it with no negative repercussions.
つまり、意識のない体っていうのは。
Yeah, and there are other bodies like mine.
いや、でも、そうだとしても、そんな都合よく。
I found it already! I found the body! That day I pursued the people who bought the research from the man and followed up with them. Though I couldn't have done it alone. Although I was hesitant to involve her, I had Miyoshi help.
はい、まあ、やってはみますが。
Miyoshi is gonna sound insane, but I'm going to have to ask you to find a body. What?
一応言っておきますが、私って探偵じゃないですからね。あまり期待しないでください。
So she said, but I knew how capable she was. Not only as a secretary, but searching for things. Thanks to her help, I was able to find the body of HC-101. Fortunately, HC-101 hadn't woken up. It must have been a real hassle for the owners to handle a pretty much comatose body. I assume that was the case from the expedients they gave to the transferring process. I can't do anything other than this. I'd need your knowledge to graft personality. I was born from an amalgamation of memories. To regraft Kido Tsubasa's memories, we'll need expertise on the matter. I won't leave it all to you, of course. I'll do anything to avoid losing my precious friends.
それは。
Please, come with me. I want to make many more memories together. Not just the two of us. Me, you, and Ibaraki. I want to experience all sorts of things together. So please, come with me. Things don't have to end here. I extend the same hand she shook off just now. I'm sure you watched her message today. You know how she feels, don't you? Kido is slow to react. It is all a little too much to take in at once. She just stares at my hand for a moment. I don't have to stay with me if you don't want. As long as you choose to live out your life, that's enough for me. She takes a deep breath. Then she finally answers.
嫌だよ。そんなの。僕だって、一緒がいい。3人で過ごしたいと思ってる。嬉しかった。伊吹くんに友達だと言ってもらえて。リノくんに家族だと言ってもらえて。あの時、病気で衰弱する僕には、何もなかった。でも今は、友達がいる。家族がいる。十分幸せだ。僕なんかには、もったいないくらい幸せだ。なのに、もっと欲しいんだ。もっと、もっと、この幸せを増やしたいって思ってしまう。僕は、本当に、意地汚い人間だ。
She mutters to herself and chuckles. Here comes the self-derision again. That's fine. Me and Ibaraki want the same. Want to be even happier, and for that we need you with us. That's why we chose you. There's no us without you in it. I'm so happy that they decided to write out the U, because they also could have just put an actual, like, the letter U, just to make me cringe.
また、とんでもない迷惑をかけるかもしれない。
That's fine, we can think of a solution together.
僕は、 意地汚い。すぐに逃げようとする。最低の人間だ。
And there's also the person who saved, and you're also the person who saved me and an important friend. You're also Ibaraki's family.
そう言ってもらえるのは嬉しい。でも、わからないんだ。何を選べばいいのか。どれを選んだとしても、結局後悔してしまうんじゃないかって。
You may end up feeling a massive regret after this. I can't guarantee you won't ever look back and wish you didn't do some things. Honestly, I think everyone has regrets, but still. I doubt those regrets will be over what you've done now. There won't be the same regrets you're currently suffering from, and you won't have to deal with them alone. Experience those new regrets alongside us.
初めて聞いたよ。そんな誘い文句。でも、とても魅力的に聞こえるのは、どうしてだろう。
She chuckles again. It's not the same sad smile. It's more meaningful somehow. She seems to be on the verge of tears. There's nothing sorrowful about her expression.
僕も一緒にいたい。友達だから。家族だから。失いたくなんてない。
I know. Then she finally takes my hand. She holds it strongly with both hands. You can purely feel her wish to stay and not let go.
今の、この幸せを、捨てるなんて、嫌だ。
Then let's go. Grip her hand back and we start walking. This time there's no resistance from her. She's not being dragged anymore. She's moving forward with her own 2 feet.
パルケ。
Ah, finally the big day is here.
眩しい。
Ibaraki squints from the noon sunlight. Still not used to it.
翼さんがお昼に行動してたんだから、目に問題があるわけじゃないと思う。精神的になのかな。太陽ってこんなに眩しかったんだ。それに暖かい。
Still prefer the night?
どうかな。どっちがいいとかそういうものじゃないでしょ。
Guess not.
でも悪い気はしないかな。
She has a I almost read Peppa Spray. She has a peppy spring into her step, in evident contrast to the complaining. Must feel good to walk under the sun after so long. She stretches out placidly under the sunlight. It's the first time I've seen this since we met. Imagine that. Ibaraki Rino out and about during the day. What this means is that Gido is no longer within her body.
フローチャート画面。
Nice to meet you. To explain, we need to go back to that day she took my hand. We headed straight to the Ibuki Company laboratory and started preparing for her grafting. Didn't take much effort or time, surprisingly enough. She had already recovered all the necessary memories and data, and her new physical body was already ready to go as well. All she had to do was graft her onto it. All we had to do, yeah, both her personality and her memories. That Ibaraki would gain full control of her body again. Everything went swimmingly. We didn't encounter any problems during the process. The only thing to note would be the fact that Kido didn't immediately awaken. But that doesn't mean the experiment failed. Until the memories settle in her new brain, it'll keep organizing them and acclimating itself. That's what Kido said would happen at least.
にしても、びっくりしましたよ。
I think it's supposed to be can't hardly believe it.
いきなり自分と同じように売られた体を探せと言われて。しかも移植の実験を行いたいとまで。
Wow, that's a long story.
でしょうね。
Can't give all the details, but this is very important. Both for me and my friends.
別に構いませんよ。世の中、知らない方がいいこともたくさんありますから。ただ、一つ質問してもいいですか？
Depends on what it is.
この部屋を出ていくとき、何やら恥ずかしいことを言ってましたが、答えって出ましたか？
What does it mean to be human? I remember asking her that. Good question! I think what I learned is that there's no clear answer to that.
でしょうね。
But, well, I suppose everyone makes mistakes, and everyone has their fair share of regrets. I wondered for a while if life was just suffering, but there are lots of fun points to it as well. And there are always people willing to help you. So life is about fun and those people. It's important to go out and make the effort to find those things, I suppose.
相変わらず、何の恥ずかしげもなく。でも、真面目な顔でそれだけ言えるなら、この部屋を出た価値はあったってことなんでしょうね。
Yeah. I have no complaints about my time in this room, but I have never felt truly happy and fulfilled by staying in it. It was Ibaraki and Kido who taught me that. Full of gratitude, I looked down at the sleeping Kido. I hope she wakes up soon. I want to start making new memories together as soon as possible. And yesterday, I finally got word that she'd awoken.
フローチャート画面。
You're still in estimation. I'm fucking retarded. 6, 7 would be new. How are you feeling? All good?
特に問題はないよ。毎日朝も起きれてる。不意に眠気に襲われるようなこともない。覚えのない翼さんの記憶を思い出したりもしない。
Alright, that's good.
私のことより翼さんのこと。そろそろ約束の時間でしょ？
I believe so. Maybe she's coming on the next train.
それで、今更だけど、翼さん、どんな感じだった？
What do you mean?
私が無理やりお願いしたことだし。もしかして、怒ってたり、とか？
Well, I think it's a bit late to be worrying about that.
それはそうだけど、あったら、まず謝った方がいいのかな、とか、いろいろ悩んでる。
What can I do to reassure her? Before I can come up with an answer to that, a flood of people pour out from the station gates. Among them I spy a familiar face. No need to feel nervous. Just act naturally. Gently push her back. She stumbles a few steps forward. She steps right in front of a certain someone. Oops. Her get-up and the way she carries herself exude grace. Her hair is bright and glimmers under the sun. And her expression is a mix of bashfulness and anxiousness. I definitely can't use that as the thumbnail, because that would be hell a spoiler. I'm a fan of using impactful CGs as the thumbnails. But impactful without spoiler?
はじめまして。木戸翼です。はじめまして。茨城里乃です。ようやく会えたね。
The Airstars and Apts are polar opposites, but on closer inspection, their features are eerily similar, like twin
今までず
sisters.
っとありがとう。僕のことを助けてくれて。
Like, you gotta wonder, did they fucking perform plastic surgery on the fucking body?
翼さんなの？でもその姿。
Kyo looks no different than she did back when she was occupying Ibaraki's body. She's understandably astounded. HC-101 turned out to be a body clone made from Ibaraki's somatic cells. What? tried all kinds of ages and genders, no restrictions. It appears that the lack of restrictions extended to using the genetical data of the girl they grafted a personality onto.
いや、そんなのどうでもいい。
Ibaraki shakes her head, probably expelling all the superfluous questions in her head.
私、翼さんに、ずっと会いたかった。僕もリノ君に、会いたかった。
Her eyes locked together. Suddenly tears rolled down Ibaraki's face.
なんでだろう。なんか、涙が。
Kido takes a step forward and wraps her arms around her. You see, this I could potentially use as the thumbnail, because it could be like, yes, it's not actually happening. It's like a fucking metaphorical moment and all that, and it's just like it's not actually happening. Then she gently strokes her back. It's like watching a mother comforting her
ごめん。
child.
全部僕のせいだね。ごめん。違う。私が、考えの足りない人間だったから。でも、おかげで、翼さんと出会えた。翼さんのおかげで、楽しいって思えるようになった。だから、ありがとう。今まで、私と一緒にいてくれて、ありがとう。私の人生を変えてくれて、ありがとう。お礼を言わなきゃいけないのは、僕だ。ありがとう。僕の間違いを許してくれて、僕のこと、家族だって言ってくれて、ありがとう。僕のことを必要としてくれて、本当にありがとう。
Two of them engage in a loving embrace. They grip each other strongly, savoring the physical connection they were never able to have.
こんな僕だけど、一緒にいていいかな。いいに決まってる。私は、翼さんと一緒に、楽しい思い出を作っていきたい。だって、私の、家族だから。ありがとう。本当に、ありがとう。
But still, now they have two people without a family registry. This is gonna start getting very bad at some point, I
僕
feel.
も、僕にとっても、リノ君は大切な家族だよ。
The two stand there in their embrace, tears spilling out their eyes, confirming that they're each real, telling one another that they're no longer alone.
これからもずっと、よろしくお願いします。よろしく、お願いします。
You know, spoiler for a very fucking old, like, RPG Maker horror game. This is kind of like, yes, with the witch's house, but the good ending. And the witch actually isn't a bitch. For those who don't know, Witch's House, the whole story is that, like, a girl is stuck at the house of a witch and is trying to escape. And all the way at the end, you find out, like, over the course, that the witch basically had been sickly her entire life and didn't have long, like, life itself was just painful to her, just, like, staying alive. I mean that, like, in the actual physical sense, no, like, oh, my emotion, like, actually, like, yes, my fucking legs are burning. Oh, wait, they're gone. That way, I mean. And at the end, you find out that there's this one girl who always visited the witch, and basically kept her company. Until finally, she has like, okay, before she dies, she just wants to spend one day in a healthy body. So the girl was like, okay, sure. Then the witch proceeded to steal the body. The girl was like put into the witch's body and was basically trying to keep her in the house with the witch's magic. And you find out about that like after you get away, like the witch is after you, like give it, and like the main character says like, you're really fucking stubborn. Give it back? You agreed to give this to me. I mean, you said for a day, but who really fucking cares? So yeah, that's like that, but in not fucking terrible. Anyways. You know, these like 3D models are fine as long as you don't see the hands. Also, I know they're trying to make it look like they're singing it. But I feel the mouth movements don't quite sync up. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, time to close Discord again. Hi, I'm back. Always together. Achievement unlocked. I wake up, my gaze meeting the usual ceiling. I think I slept well. I get out of my sleeping bag, feeling remarkably refreshed. I stretch my limbs and take a look outside. It's a lovely day. Watching the blossoms. Okay, we know what's gonna happen. The hue of the sky is turning brighter with each passing day. It's not just my imagination. The humidity level is increasing. It's getting pretty warm. We're now in spring. It's too hot for my winter sleeping bag. I need to go out and buy something a little more fitting for summer. Or maybe I could even upgrade to a bed. I put away my sleeping bag and I'm dreaming of a better sleeping space. Wash my face, brush my teeth, and brew some tea. Until not too long ago, I dreaded the little bite of cold each morning when I gripped the handle of my mug. But now it's not so. Spring is here, all right. Cycle of seasons is truly a wondrous thing. After that day, we started living together. Of course, we were already well acquainted before that. And the warehouse is big enough to house all of us. So honestly speaking, not much changed. Though it's a bit more awkward with the three of us being together. And I'm not the only one who feels that way. Given how emotional their reunion was, I guess it's no surprise that the two of them get a little bashful around one another. There was a lot of crying and promising on that, after all. There might just be in a process of gauging their relationship. What to talk about and how to interact. That's what I think, at least. Alright, I better go wake him up. Washing my cup can come later. Put it in the sink and head upstairs. Then I rap on the door to their room a couple times. It's morning! Called the door to no response. Well, I guess I should have known. It would come down if they were awake. I'm coming in! Their room is unlocked. Is this proof that they trust me more now? Maybe they've just stopped caring. It's time to wake up. Can't sleep till noon. Call out to both of them. While that awkwardness I referred to between the two of them was only during the remainder of winter. It's been a few months since then, and it's already spring. Now they're so chummy that they sleep together in that cramped bed of theirs. And it sure looks like they managed to sleep peacefully. Well, someone's definitely biting her. Watching them warms my heart. I would never get tired of this. They truly do look like a pair of sisters. Though genetically they're more or less the same person. They both have trouble waking up in the morning. Maybe that's genetic. Such idle thoughts cross my mind. It's so strange. They never had any trouble getting up before all this. The personality switch must force them awake when it was time. Turns out neither of them are really that good at getting up. You need to get up! Sure is. Come on, rise and shine. It's a beautiful day. Kiddo nuzzles her cheek against Ibaraki's. That is what the typical morning is like for them. Are they going to keep doing this into summer? I can imagine it'd feel nice to be glued together like this in the sweltering summer heat. Come on, it's time to get up. Yeah, but we're gonna go see the flowers, remember? We'll have to wait till next year if you don't get up. Ibaraki finally opens her eyes. The weather's nice, so it's a perfect day to go outside.
いつまでも抱きついてないで、そろそろ起きて。おはよう。だから、噛むな
Take a screenshot of that.
いや、ごめん。寝ぼけてたからさ。寝ぼけてたからって、なんで噛むの？お腹空いてるから？あと、リノくんはいい匂いがするんだよね。だから食べたくなるのかも。もしかして、臭いの？私。臭いなんて言ってない。
Ibaraki sniffs at herself just in case.
あくまでいい匂いがするってだけ。臭くないよ。ね、いぶきくん。
The bed did have a nice scent when I slept in it back in January.
だからキモいこと言うな。
Ah! Oh, she lands a good punch on my flank. It's not as painful as it sounds, but it still rips a small groan out of me. I'm not messing with you.
本心なら何を言ってもいいわけじゃない。
Fair point.
ま、いぶきくんのそういうところ、今さら気にしても仕方ないけど。
That's a little sad how you treat me as a lost cause.
指摘
Lost
して
case.
治るようならすでに治ってる。
True.
あっさり納得しちゃったよ。
I mean, I know I can be a bit crass. And Ibaraki's right, I can't seem to fix it.
リノくん、伊吹くんに対しては結構辛辣？
Does this mean she hates me?
そんなことは全然全くこれっぽっちもないけど、私の願いを叶えてちゃんと助けてくれて、むしろ感謝してる。お？願いって助けって何の話？それは気にしなくていい。それよりも新しくベッドを買った方がいいのかも。リノくん、話をそらそうとしたね。ちょっと何を言っているのかわからないですね。伊吹くんはわかってるんだよね。何の話か。
Kinda.
もう、二人だけの秘密ってわけだ。
It's not what you think it is. Can't ignore Ibaraki's response and run my mouth. At least I think. I normally would just say the truth. Well, it's all in the past
や
now.
っぱり、二人だけの秘密だ。
She may be miffed, but she's not one to hold a grudge. All she does is glare at us. However, she quickly shakes her head and the tension in the air dispels.
まあいいけどね。僕にだってあるから。伊吹くんとの二人だけの秘密ってやつが。うひひひ。ふーん。そうなんだ。
Big deal.
あ、ひどいなあ、その反応。僕の手を優しく握って、甘い言葉を囁いてくれたじゃないか。
I guess that's one way to put it. We certainly held hands. As for sweet nothings, I think that may be a bit of an embellishment. But if she saw it as that, maybe it would be rude of me to say otherwise. I might just need to keep my mouth shut. In the end, I decided to do just that.
いや、待って。それって、体を共有してた頃の話でしょ？手を握られたのも私の体のはず。だったら、聞く権利があると思うんだけど。私の体で、変なこととか、してないでしょうね。さあ、どうだろう。
Kido responds to her provocatively, but Ibaraki frowns and stands firm, her disapproving gaze switches between the both of us.
何か変なことしたんだ。
No, definitely not. At least not what you're imagining.
さてと、そろそろ出発しない？このままじゃ起きた意味もないしさ。
Yeah, we can talk while we look at the flowers.
そうそう。ほら、行こう。
Kido pulls on my arm. No need to pull, I can walk.
ちょっと待って。私も行くってば。
Ibaraki quickly runs after us. Really nice CG.
"置いて行かないでよ。
She walks next to me, her mouth setting into a sharp frown. I'm sandwiched between the two of them. We weren't gonna leave you. Today's the day we're watching the flowers together, and that means all three of us.
本当に、三人で花見ができるなんて、思ってなかった。僕も、想像くらいはしてたけど、まさか実現するなんて。ありがとう、伊吹くん。僕がこうして桜を見られるのは、伊吹くんのおかげだ。本当にありがとう。
It's kinda embarrassing when you keep thanking me.
何？ご不満？
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm really happy, actually.
ならいい。
And I'm happy we're all here together. I walk alongside the two of them. The blue mantle of the sky spreads before us. The sun shines its warm light. Around us, a blizzard of petals dance around us. What a beautiful sight. I could tell from the pictures, of course. But actually being here is a whole different experience. Nothing beats seeing it with your own two eyes. Spring is truly in the air. So glad it's not that room. I'm not in that room anymore. Actually, I should rephrase that. Leaving the room isn't what made me happy. The most important part was that I met these two girls.
そういう親しい人が欲しかったんだ。きっと。
Think I understand what you was talking about now. What matters is where you decide to be. It's something you find find outside of yourself. It can be anyone. Heck, it doesn't even have to be a person. As long as you find something or someone to devote yourself to. That's what matters in life, I feel. And I don't have only one person I care for, but two. I'm an incredibly blessed person.
本当に綺麗だね。青空の下で見るのも、なんだか新鮮。夜桜は夜桜で風情があるけど、そういえば、僕は夜桜って見たことないかも。
Wanna come back sometime at night?
そうだね。そうしよう。来週にはきっと散っちゃうだろうから。別に今年だけじゃないし、散っちゃうのは残念だけど。でも、また来年に。そっか。その通りだね。
Let's come back together next year. The wind blows on our faces, and the pink petals flutter about above us. It's not a cold, prickling wind like the one that greeted me when I first arrived in this town, but one that's so very warm and comfortable. No greater proof that winter is petering out, giving way to spring.
はあ、なんだか僕、お腹空いてきちゃった。なんか食べる？歩きながらの方がいいかな。
Are there any good food places around here?
ここをまっすぐ行ったところに、美味しいパン屋さんがあるよ。サンドイッチなんかも美味しいよ。うん。いいんじゃない？そこで。
The two girls walk ahead. The one whose smile is always brightest when food comes up. Her beautiful and real hair flutters in the wind. The other, whose beavish attitude hides her big heart. Still, she's the same girl I know, and the sunlight has gotten her smiling more, I've noticed. At one point in time, they each had no one. And they meshed and became one. That soon after.
ねえ、そのパン屋さんのおすすめは？焼きそばパンかな。炭水化物×炭水化物。カロリーの塊だ。たまにはそういう日があってもいいんじゃない？お、そっか。もう知らない間にカロリーが摂取されることもないのか。
Calorie goblin. Hold on.
それに関しては申し訳ない。冗談だってば。いや、そうでもないか？とにかく今さら怒ってるわけじゃない。
The road ahead of us won't be easy. Our life won't be all roses and petals. Yeah, you two don't have any fucking identification or like family registry or anything like that. But whatever the future has in store, we'll keep going. Our heads held high. All we have to do is remember what really matters in life.
ひぶきくん？どうかした？早く行こうよ。
Yeah. Cherry blossoms continue to fall upon this lovely spring afternoon. Life is good. And we'll do everything to make sure this happiness lasts. The three of us together. Smiles on our faces, we walk forward. sister. As always, there are not early rises. Kido has her body back now, and Ibaraki can now be awake during daytime. It's become somewhat of a custom for me to go and wake them up in the mornings. Rise and shine! Again, they're all tangled together. How does Ibaraki sleep with Kido coiling around her like that? Well, looks like they're a little uncomfortable actually. As for Kido, she's blissfully rubbing her cheek against Ibaraki's. Must be the nice smell setting her off. Maybe she's daydreaming. Maybe she's dreaming of food again. Not daydreaming. She's actually asleep. Sorry to disturb your sleep, but it's time to get up. What's the fucking difference? Fucking, I don't know. Wake Ibaraki up. Gently tap her shoulder. Wakey, wakey. Come on, Ibaraki. Morning to the both of you. Go through the usual morning routine after they change clothes. By now, Ibaraki no longer has any trouble with greetings. She doesn't stutter anymore. I noticed this only recently. It was an incredible gradual change. Incredibly gradual, probably. Her daily efforts to improve have paid off. And I'm sure she's changed in other ways too. Ways I'm just not aware of. She isn't the only one either. Me and Kido have also changed a lot. The fact that I never noticed until recently. Must be testament to how natural it feels for the three of us to be together. Want some coffee?
ありがとう。でも、今はいい。コーヒーよりも水飲みたい。僕もいいよ。もうすぐアインザッツに行かないといけないから。私も一緒に行こうかな。いい？もちろん、僕は構わないよ。じゃあ、カフェで注文しよう。
Guess I'll tag along as well.
おはようございます。
おう、おはよう。今日もよろしくな。
おはようございます。
Morning.
なんだ、お前らも来たのか。
We just can't stay away from the excellent food for long. It's kind of a curse, really.
見え見えのごますりどうも。悪い気はしないがな。
Oh, just trying to flatter you.
本当に美味しいと思ってます。だから実際にお店に来てるんですし。
ありがとうございます、お客様。それで、今日はどうなさいますか？
I'll have orange juice and the club sandwich. Are you eating too?
じゃあ一つもらおうかな。私はココアで。
かしこまりました。少々お待ちください。
いらっしゃいませ。お一人ですか？
Also, for those who are curious, for whatever fucking reason, why would you be curious? I have no idea. I currently have 5 band-aids on my body, namely 2 on my shoulder, I think roughly here and here. Then I have 1 here, 1 here at my hip, and 1 around my toe. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Suited man comes to the cafe, probably on his lunch break. There are also some other regulars I recognize, but I've not talked to him, so don't say hello or
ブレン
anything.
ドコーヒーをホットで。かしこまりました。少々お待ちください。
She serves customers like usual. No one seems to notice it's actually a different body. Neither the customers or the owner, and he spent hours with her each day. None of them have reacted any differently. Well, not that she's changed, really.
何の話？
Oh, hi, Nika.
ヤッホー、久しぶりだね。
Yeah, sure has.
リノさんも、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
Nika greets us with a beaming smile on her face. Ibaraki and Nika have had time to become acquainted. No doubt it was Nika's affability that allowed them to hit it off so quickly.
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文をお伺いいたします。 サングリアをお願いします。
ノンアルコールのサングリアですね。かしこまりました。
うちはアルコールありでもいいですけど。
It's fucking morning! Nika, my god!
やめろ。責任はこっちに回ってからんだから。
娘の責任を取るのが親の務めでしょ。
だから今こうして、その務めを果たしてるんだろうが。ノンアルサングリア、受けたまわりました。
では、少々お待ちください。
You like alcohol?
好きも何も飲んだことないからわかんないし。お兄さんお酒好き？
Not exactly. I still get flashbacks of puking my guts out to this day. Must be trauma. Yuvraki throws an annoying glance my way and snickers. It pains me, but I think it would benefit me to keep my peace right now. I don't want to bring up that embarrassing story.
あれ？なんか気になる反応。
大したことじゃない。私と伊吹くんが知り合ったきっかけっていうのが、お酒絡みってだけ。
もしかして、居酒屋でナンパされたとか？
そういうんじゃなくて、路地裏で伊吹くんが酔いつぶれてたの。飲みすぎでケロケロしてた。
そうなの？
Not my proudest moment. It all started that night when you saved me, come to think of it.
助けたってほどのことでもないけど。そっか。あれがきっかけか。たかだか酔っ払いに声をかけただけなのにな。
She pricks her finger into the open wound with every word. I'm still thankful for that.
あのまま見過ごせないのは当たり前のことだし。それに、見合う以上のことをしてもらったというか。お世話になったのは私の方。
Soft smile spreads across her face as she says that. The smile makes me stop for a moment. Not in a bad way, of course.
何か言いたそうに見えるんだけど。
No, you didn't. I was just thinking of how often you smile now.
そう？
Yeah. You've been smiling a lot more lately and you seem a lot more positive too.
それって、私には似合わないって意味？
Not at all. You look good when you smile. Cute even. No doubt it's because the two of us can finally spend time together. Feel my chest warm up when I watch her smile.
何？
いえ別になんでも。
とてもそんな風には見えないんだけど。
Ibaraki scowls at her. However, Nika averts her gaze and her attention.
それよりも、見合う以上のことって何です？
それは、いろいろと。お待たせしました。オレンジジュース、ココア、サングリア、クラブハウスサンドになります。
ありがとうございます。
どうぞごゆっくり。
Got any plans today, Nika? I asked, bite into my sandwich.
この後友達と約束があって。でもちょっと早く着いたから、ただのついでだよ。
Are those friends?
全然怪しいことじゃないよ。本当に学校の友達と遊ぶだけ。あれ以来怪しいことには関わってない。綺麗さっぱり足を洗いましたから。
I'm glad. She's back to her usual cheery self. Apparently the police contacted her to inform her that they captured the criminal that was stalking her. She was still a little on edge for a while after that, but now she's happier than
お
ever.
兄さんとリノさんはこれからどうするの？
I don't have any plans. Do you?
私も特には、いつも通りバイトに行くくらい。
そっか。デートしてるってわけじゃないのか。
Why would you think that?
もしかしたら二人は付き合ってたりするのかなと。
I guess that's the tidbit of romance that they decided to sprinkle in. Just like, yes, let's just make it an after. Because it's not really a part of the main. liked me.
だから、なんで？
なんとなくだけど、あえて言うなら、雰囲気というか、表情かな？
What's that supposed to mean?
なんていうのか。リノさんって、たまにメスの顔をするよね。
メスとか言うな！いや、そもそも、そんな顔してないし！
え？そうなんですか？
当たり前でしょ！
なら、乙女の顔？
そういう顔も、してない。
そうですか？
変なこと言わないでよ。私、ちょっとお手洗い。
はーい。
Baraki gets up in a hurry and leaves. Nika waves her off with a little smile on her face.
やっぱ完全に乙女の顔じゃん。
I don't understand what you're talking about with all these faces.
いや、お兄さん、それマジ？
Very much so. Sorry, I'm just not that well versed in these things.
世情に疎いとかじゃなくってさ。
Ah, yes. A main character who's actually like fucking logical that he doesn't know this kind of shit. Like, he's gonna not gonna sit here like fucking like basically 4 years old officially since he woke up. Like, ah, yes, love. I know what that means.
お兄さんのオスはどうしたの？冬眠してるの？家出中なの？
What? I'm not sure I follow. Nika gives me a little stare. No laughter or mocking. She just looks genuinely speechless.
そういえばお兄さん、翼さんともずっと一緒にいたんだった。なのに何の変化もなく過ごしちゃう人だった。
I don't get the feeling you're complimenting me.
安心なのと安全なのは似て非なるものなんだよ、お兄さん。
Huh? Well, they have different definitions.
絶対わかってないよ、この人。
She blows another exasperated sigh. Then she gulps down her sangria.
さてと、いい時間かな。じゃ、うちはそろそろ行くね。
Wait, what were you trying to say?
こういうのってあんまり外野が口を挟まない方がいいと思う。そして、人に頼ってばかりでは成長しない。てなわけで、お兄さんが自分で考えること。以上。
She gets up and heads to the door.
お会計お願いします。
すぐに回ります。
ごちそうさま。美味しかったよ、パパ。
ああ。遊びに行くなら気をつけてな。くれぐれも危ないことはするんじゃないぞ。
わかってるってば。
こちら、お釣りになります。ありがとうございました。
ありがとう。それじゃあお兄さん、頑張ってね。ちなみにうちの見立てだと、賞賛はあると思う。
Huh? Okay, I'll remember that.
絶対わかってないんだよな、この人。
She leaves, shaking her head in disbelief. So I have to figure this out on my own, otherwise I won't learn. She does have a point, but that clue she left me with isn't exactly helpful.
頑張ってねって、何の話？
I'm not too sure myself. She asks if my male instincts were hibernating or run away.
謎？
I don't think so. I'll try thinking about it. It'll be a good learning experience.
そっか。何か相談したいことができたらいつでも言って。
I just realized something. I could have put the afters in like an extra part. just to like waste more time. Fuck! I wasted an opportunity! I'll be right back. Oh no, Luigi has grabbed me at 0%. I don't know why those were the first words I said about pun returning. Okay, thanks.
お礼は相談を受けてからかな。
Smile on her face, she takes the glass of sangria from the table. She goes to the back, then Ibaraki returns.
あれ、ニカちゃんはもう行ったの？
Yeah.
そうなんだ。ふーん。
Why are you fidgeting?
別にしてないし。
She's impatiently touching her choker. You have something to tell me?
そういうんじゃないけど、違うから。
Who is?
だからさっき言ってた乙女の顔ってやつ。
I don't really understand what she was trying to say. You think I can look it up on the internet? Fish the phone out of my pocket, but before I can turn on the screen, Ibaraki holds my hand back.
やめて、調べなくていい。
Oh, okay. I won't look into it if you're so set on it. I was just curious. She finally lets go of my hand and sits back down. The way she reacts seems a bit odd to me. If she's this upset about it, I'll drop the topic. But I really want to know.
約束だからね。
Oh yeah? You're my dear friend, I'd keep a promise.
大切な友達か。
Ibaraki.
なんでもない。
ねえ、いぶきくん、何かあったの？
What do you mean?
いや、ほら。リノちゃんの雰囲気がいつもと違うように見える。
Oh yeah.
そんなリノちゃんをいぶきくんもずっと気にしている。
I suppose. Am I doing it that off?
そりゃね、リノちゃんの方をチラチラ見てるし、リノちゃんもいぶきくんを気にしてるし。
She glances at me and our eyes meet. But she immediately looks away and resumes working.
何かあった？
I really don't know. Maybe she's angry at me?
どうだろうね。怒ってるってわけではなさそうだけど。何も心当たりはないの？
Well, I think I know the conversation. I know what conversation started this. I'm just not sure what part of it was what set her off, to be honest.
ああ、あるね。そういうパターンか。いぶきくん、鈍そうだもんね。
I definitely am.
しみじみ言うんじゃないの。
Sorry.
仕事に支障をきたしてるわけではないから文句はないけど、このままだと私が気になってしょうがない。というわけで、二人とも早めに調子を取り戻すように。
I'll do my best.
何かあれば相談ぐらいは乗るから。よろしくね。
Sure. I'll do my best, but I'm not even sure what that entails at this point. Komodo sees through my confusion and giggles to her.
いぶきくんが鈍いことは、りのちゃんだって理解してるよ。真正面からぶつかるのも一つの手だと思う。
Not to tell a poor thinker from a sleeping one, I suppose. Our eyes meet, but she looks away again.
とりあえずさ、いぶきくんは店長の散歩をお願い。気分転換にはもってこいでしょ。
Alright. She's right. I should focus my attention elsewhere instead of staying here and racking my brains. Let's go, buddy!
大切な友達か。
Like, Aya just walks over to Lina. Alright, fess up! The fuck's going on?
んそれって伊吹くんのこと？
あやさん、いつから？
ついさっき。いつもと様子が違うことはずっと気にしてたけどね。
すみません。
謝る必要はないよ。仕事はしてくれてるんだから。何か困りごと？
そういうのとは、ちょっと違っていて。
ん？
これは、知り合いの話なんですけど。
うん。知り合いの話ね。
知り合いの女の子が、とある男の人を気にしてるんですけど、その男の人からは、友達としか見られていない気がして、やきもきする。らしいバックログ画面。らしいです。
そっか。そっか。
あやさん？顔が赤いですけど。
そう？なんでもないよ。ただ、眩しくって、若さってやつがさ。
はあ、そうですか。
いや、ごめん。わかったよ。それでりのちゃんはいろいろ考えてるわけだね。
そんな感じです。あくまで、知り合いのためですけど。
ああ、はいはい。知り合いのためなら仕方ないね。で、肝心のアドバイスだけど。私なら、とりあえず動いてみるかな。
動く、というと？
まず意識させないことには始まらないもん。行動を起こさないと、ずっとそのままだよ。いつか気づいてくれるなんて期待しても、鈍さだからね。
確かに。鈍さ？
いや、なんでもないから気にしないで。とにかく私なら、自分から動く。
告白ってことですか？
No.
そういう方法もあるだろうし、他にも体を使うとか。
I feel like just go straight up like asking out immediately, not good idea.
いや別に、ハレンチな意味ではなくてね。
Yeah, of course. This game doesn't have sex scenes.
いつもより距離を縮めたり、ボディタッチで意識させるとか。
そういう。
りのちゃんって結構むっつり？
違います
とにかくそういうこと。ドキドキさせた方が勝ちってね。
ドキドキ。
Yeah, what if the after story were patched in afterwards and had sex scenes just because of all the flack they got from people complaining? There's no sex scenes! What if that actually happened?
具体的にどんな風に動くかは本人次第じゃない？あとこれはあくまで私ならって話ね。
はい、ありがとうございます。自分から動く。
にしても、まさか知り合いの話なんてわっかりやすい言葉を聞く日が来ようとは。
That's why she was blushing. Just a secondhand embarrassment, like someone actually thought that would work. Wow. Sad. After work, we walk down the sidewalk together as always. I notice that she's walking slightly closer to me for some reason. But she's also holding on to and she's also holding onto my sleeves. Are you feeling sick?
なんで
You've been holding onto my clothes for a while now. Are you feeling dizzy?
これはそういうんじゃない。
Ah. Well, as long as you're feeling alright.
やっぱりこの程度じゃダメか。これで気づくならもっと以前に気づいてるだろうし。
What are you talking about?
気にしないで。
Okay.
はあ、なんか自分が間抜けに思えてきた。
Heaving his resigned sigh, she lets go of the hem of my jacket. Then she walks on ahead of me. Hey, wait for me! I hurry after.
おかえり、二人とも。
When we get back home, we are greeted by Kido's warm smile.
ただいま。
We're back.
今日はいつもよりお疲れ？
まあ、ちょっと。
After saying that, she walks to the kitchen. Then she pulls a can of shochu from the kitchen and pours herself a cup. Here comes the liquid courage. Then chugs it.
仕事で嫌なことでもあった？
そういうのじゃない。着付けの一杯みたいな感じかな。
着付け？
本当に心配はいらないから。
そう。でも、飲みすぎには注意しなきゃダメだよ。
気をつける。私もうちょっと飲むから。お風呂は翼さんが先に済ませちゃって。
そう？
Remove her from the scene.
なら、お言葉に甘えてお先に。
The bathroom is in the back of the second floor. Kido goes up the stairs, still looking a bit worried. Now that we're all alone, Ibaraki glances at me.
いぶきくんも飲む？
No, I'm good. I can't drink alcohol again.
そう。なら仕方ないか。
Her face is flushed. Now that I take a closer look, I also notice small, hot sighs escaping her mouth. I find myself unable to look at her for some reason. Am I perhaps captivated by her? Are you drinking, though? Instead of an answer, she simply downs the contents of her can again. Shouldn't it be a cup? She almost slams it back down on the table. Then she gets up and walks up in front of me. Her face is really red.
昼間の話、覚えてる？
About what Nika said? The thing about your hard eyes?
そう、それ。どういう顔なのか、今も知りたい。
Ah, that'd be nice.
なら、教えてあげる。
Her hands push me down. She sits me down on the sofa, then settles on the sofa on top of me. Just, what the fuck? It all happens so fast that I can't process it. When I come to, I find myself unable to open my mouth. Her face is mere inches from mine. Fucking look of pure fucking shock on his face. Oh my god. So someone I know is sitting in a general chat and he can't stream because the thing he wants to stream is Metroid Dread. So instead, he just has his fucking webcam on and pointed it at the fucking TV or something. Ah, yes. Yes. Ye olde YouTube days. Like, y'all remember the time when it wasn't that unacceptable to just like upload a video of yourself playing a game with like your fucking phone? But just be sitting there like recording your like handheld or something with your fucking phone. Like, remember those days? I fucking do. Hot breaths brush against my face. It's then that I realize she's kissing me. I may lack common knowledge, but that fact doesn't escape me. I can't move my face away either. She's cupping my cheeks with both hands, keeping me in place. I can feel her trembling lips on mine. She may be nervous too. A slight scent of alcohol tickles my nose. First kiss has a distinct shochu taste. Is this what she needed the alcohol's help for? Oh, no fucking.
これが乙女の顔。
She parts her lips and looks down at me. The strong flush on her cheeks isn't the alcohol anymore. Then she plants another kiss on my lips, and I get another good whiff of the alcohol. It warms up my entire body. And then I kiss her back.
わかった。
Yeah, I do.
本当に。
I realized I was more stupid than I even realized. You've been together for so long and I never
ドキド
noticed.
キした。
Very. I feel like my heart's gonna burst out of my chest. This might be the first time I've been so worked up.
ざまあみろ。この鈍感。
Oh, a satisfied smugs. Should it be like expression? Satisfied smug expression spreads across her face as she says that. Or smug smile. Then she gets up.
すっきりした。胸の中のモヤモヤが消えた。
Ibaraki, I.
今まで本気で気づいてなかったんだから。すぐに答えは出ないでしょ。というか、すぐに答えを出される方が腹立つし。
Okay.
これは、ただの宣言。宣戦布告。
That's pretty intense notice.
覚悟しとけ。ってこと。おやすみ。
Noticing later, she runs up the stairs and into her room. She's fleeing from me. I notice a ruby blush spreading all the way to her ears as she runs. Wait! I get up from the sofa and call out to her. I heard you noticed loud and clear! I'll keep it in mind!
フローチャートだよ。
One spring day, who will you call out, Ibaraki? It's probably gonna be the last bit. Is not gonna be like, ah yes, the next part of Ibaraki. She nods and disappears behind her door. A little dazed, I plop back down on the sofa. Then I just stare at the ceiling. I'm so stupid. You know what I just realized? Because I decided to go for Ibaraki first. Because I'm gonna end the part after I'm done with Ibaraki. Leaving me to record Tsubasa's tomorrow. But that means I'm gonna be breaking my streak of only Ibaraki thumbnails.
読み返すの？
I'm so stupid. I forgot to read that. Go ahead.
なんでお風呂に入ってくれたんじゃ。
Oh no!
いやね、トリートメントがね、ないのを思い出してね、会話を取りにね。見た？見ちゃった。ごめん。いや、本当に、 覗き見も盗み聞きもするつもりはなかったんだけど。いや、翼さんが悪いわけじゃないし。それに、聞いてたなら話は早いし。さっきのは、私の本心。うん。もちろんわかってる。リノ君の本気は伝わってきた。そういうか、本気じゃないとできないでしょ。あんな、情熱的なキスしないよね。情熱、でも、そういうこと。だから、翼さんにも宣戦布告。私は、遠慮するつもりないから。わかった。受け取ったよ、ちゃんと。僕も考えてみるよ。これからのこと。宣戦布告か。
Love is war! Love is war! Love is war!
フローチャート画面。
Oh, actually, there is more.
セーブする？
It's getting kinda late, so I'm just gonna save here and not care to tell people that next part is gonna be some kind of route, or this part is gonna be some kind of route. They're only gonna get finale. I'm evil. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.